Good afternoon, everybody. I'd just like to say it's been a historic day for the FA and a historic day for English football in this country. We've been privileged to train here for a week. The facilities and everything about the environment is certainly conducive to training. Hopefully it will bring the best out of our players. I think more importantly, it will be a hub for coach education and to train the best coaches to basically impart their knowledge on future talent. So for me, it's a historic day and just really glad to be part of it.
Just for me today, it is a massive privilege and honour to be part of such a huge day in English football. Privileged to meet Prince William and Kate. That was also fantastic and very normal, friendly people. So that was great. Obviously, echo what Hope said, we trained here previously prior to our Croatia game, and it's a fantastic facility that I'm sure the team will be looking forward to preparing for Sweden next year in our European Championships.
Well, we also are very pleased to be here. I think it's fantastic. It's taken a long while for this dream to become a reality, and it's really quite incredible how good a job has been done here. I think it is going to be very important for the future of English football, both in terms of producing players and in terms of producing coaches, because inspiration is a very important part of any coaching setup, and I think anyone who comes here can't help but be inspired by the surroundings, by the facilities, even by the sort of wealth, if you like, of history that you see wherever you walk. You see the photos of the great players of the past, you see the football shirts, etc. So we're very happy to be here. The players have taken very much to the new facility, and we're looking forward, of course, to using it for years to come, and we're also hoping that we'll produce a future generation of English players here.
Yeah, for me personally, the place has blown me away. It's my first time here at St George's Park, and you know, all the lads are buzzing to be here, and we're really lucky really to have facilities like this, and it's obviously a long-term plan, and hopefully it can bring success to the national teams.
I'd just like to say one thing, and that is to publicly thank our President, Prince William, and the Duchess for being here today. They made a special day even more special, and I have to say the level of interest that they both showed was really quite fantastic. We have a President who really has a genuine interest in football and the FA, and it was a real privilege to have him here today.
Steven, do you genuinely think this will prove the difference between England qualifying for quarter-finals and actually perhaps winning tournaments in the future?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I think the key to this place is we've got to make sure that we get the best coaches coaching the young children as they're coming through, but there's no better place in the world to come here and learn, and to play football. We spoke in the summer about certain things, possession, and how we're going to keep the ball better, now we're going to improve, and we've got the best stadium in the world, and now we've got the best training facilities, so we're taking away all the excuses that the players may try and use in the future, because this place is awesome and there's no better place to come to work. I've been lucky enough to sample many facilities, not just in this country, around Europe, when I've been training on the road with Liverpool, and this blows them all out the water. This is the best I've ever been to.
It's a question for both Roy and Hope. In both of your views, what is going to be the difference between St George's Park working and not working? What do you want to see happen here in terms of coaches and players coming through, and of course, crucially, the relationship with the clubs and making sure you can get the players when you need them?
Hope.
I think for me, the biggest factor, certainly when we trained here, was the fact that everything's on site. I think the quality of the pitches, the accessibility to the rehab centre. I think historically we've always been at a hotel, had to travel to a training pitch. It saves you about 2 hours a day. So it means you can really get some top quality work done, and the players can then go straight into recovery sessions. So you save a lot of time. The facilities, as I said, are second to none. All the medical stuff is on site. So players are constantly looked after. That builds a really positive relationship with the clubs. And I think equally, when you've got everybody on site or more than one team, you get to see other people work. It's inspirational for both players and coaches. So the experience I had here, and certainly I could speak for the players, the whole week was absolute top quality in terms of preparing ourselves for a game.
Well, that's a very good answer, and I don't know that I've got anything intelligent to add to that answer. In regard to relationships with clubs, I mean, obviously that's something that you build up, and it doesn't really have anything to do with where you as a national team train. But it's going to be very important, I think, as Hope says, to have everything on site, and also to feel this is our home. To some extent, you know, when you're in a hotel and you're borrowing some football club's training ground, you don't feel quite as much as, you know, at home as if when you come here, this is St George's Park, this belongs to the English FA, this has been purpose-built by the English FA to have better facilities for its national teams, better facilities for its coaches, and better facilities really for all the people coming in here who want to play football. So here we're at home, as it were. In the past, we've always borrowed a home.
Okay. If I just add to that, you know, we've said over the last couple of years that Club England wants to try and get as close as it can to the feel and atmosphere and togetherness of a football club. And I've got experience of that myself. And I think the point Roy's just made is absolutely it, that St George's Park will be one of the elements to help us do that and produce that feel of togetherness, of working together, of having our own facility and so on, all those things coming together to produce something as close as one can for an international side to a successful football club.